Micah Parsons, like, what are we doing here, brother? What are we doing here? Yes, you're a Penn State alum. You know what I mean? Got respect for you. You get drafted in the first round. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But there's also another black man that is doing what he's supposed to do quietly, not hating on nobody, just taking care of business. Yes, I understand we the ops. I get that. I understand it. But this is more important. This is more important. That is a black man taking care of business in the NFL. And you totally just shit on him? Gotta stop this. Gotta stop this. Because you're definitely wrong in a lot of things you said. And we gonna get into it, y'all. Yo, that! A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate if you hit that sub button that's right down there. There it go. Yes, and also it is a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor, man. And the flavor is there, man. It's there, man. More colors, more flavors than annihilators. All right. I just need y'all to hit that like button for your boy, man. I appreciate it. The more y'all do that, the more the algorithm goes out, the more people get to see me. Hopefully more people get to see the merch, which is in the description below. Hopefully I can quit my job one day. All right. Not gonna lie to you, man. Y'all know what I do. Sometimes I just give y'all what I think. Sometimes I give y'all the best things on the internet. But this right here, this is the best thing that I heard all day.
But it's also not an indictment, James Jones or Dave Hellman, because you were just speaking to ask the question. You and I worked together in 2016. Don't you lie on national television.
I would never.
We were in Dallas working for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott. He had 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Then he had 6 rushing touchdowns as well. I believe he had 30 total touchdowns and 4 picks. Yeah. Cowboys were 13-3. 13-3, number 1 in the division. And everybody asked, is it Dak Prescott or is it the roster? And we didn't all freak out because somebody asked the question. So, James, why are you freaking out?
It's a little different, and I'm freaking out because, number 1, right, it's foul and it's disrespectful.
Oh, my God.
What else does the young fella have to do? His team is 12-1. You spoke of the run game.
Yes, sir.
He is not 1,000 rusher with Minshew in there, right?
No,
because you have to account for whose legs?
Jalen Hurts.
And who does that free up, right?
Yes,
that
sir.
frees up Miles Sanders,
does,
and it's
sir.
less people in the box.
Yes, sir.
So credit him for the 1,000-yard rusher.
Okay.
You talk about the receivers. Who throwing them the ball? Right? And these balls, I mean, he's throwing them open. Like his passing percentage, completion percentage is top of the league.
It is.
They are in the position they are in because of the quarterback position. Right?
There you have it. Shout out to Greg Jennings, a former black man that won a Super Bowl champion. Shout out to him. I mean, he's absolutely right. When you look at the situation of Jalen Hurts, and I went over this in my last video. Make sure y'all go check it out. I just went over the stats. And I didn't even know nothing about Micah Parsons saying anything. I just was going over the stats and people just hating, period. I didn't even know he had this to say. But I'm going to tell you like this. Micah Parsons, let's go back over it. First of all, the Eagles are 12-1. That's number 1. You saying that he don't lead the league in nothing top 5. The Eagles are 12-1. That's number 1. And all that is because of... not just because of Jalen Hurts, but he has never been a reason that we lost a game and we only lost 1. He has been a reason that we won these 12 games. I don't know how many quarterbacks, yes, we got talent everywhere. I get it, I understand it. But I don't know how many quarterbacks will be 12-1 in this situation because it's been so many times that we just been dead in the water in offense, and this man has did everything he can to make this team win. I don't think your quarterback could have us 12-1 right now. Has your quarterback ever been 12-1? Okay, we're not even going to get into that. First in turnover margin, and that is a lot on the defense, but you also got to understand that the offense and the quarterback has a whole day. They got a whole day ground in this too, basically only having 5 turnovers, only 3 interceptions, Points per game. You don't think that's the quarterback? Number 1 in the NFL. You don't think that's the quarterback? Come on, man. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Before you come on a big stage talking your ish, do your research, dude. Do your research. All right. Number 3, most yards in the NFL at 392. You don't think that's because of the quarterback? That's number 3 in the NFL. Number 1 in the NFC. What are we doing here? It's better than your quarterback. That's better than your team. Number 1 in the NFC. Number 3 in the league. All right. So, number 4 in offense efficiency and on third down. That's still top 5. Number 1 in the NFC. Come on, man. Stop it. Like, we're not doing this, man. We're not doing this. Like, 101 passer rating. He's number 1 in that. That's top 5, ain't it? And number 2 in touchdowns. 32 all around. Tied at number 2. But do you know that he hasn't played the fourth quarter in like 3 to 4 games? Think about that. Patrick Mahomes don't have that luxury. He don't have that luxury. Yes, some of that is because of the defense, but a lot of that is because of him blowing people out. All right. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, Mr. Micah Parsons, okay? Let's get to it. You're supposed to be the sack machine. You're supposed to be this crazy sack machine. Giants, no sacks. Washington, no sacks. Philadelphia, no sacks. How you going to talk about us and you have no sack against us this year? And I don't think that's going to change. When we played you, right? And it was really because you're a great talent. I'm not taking nothing away from you, unlike you're doing our quarterback. You're a great talent. So we focused the game plan on you and took you out of the game. Took you out of the game. The RPOs had your head in a swivel. Had your head on a carousel. You don't even know where you at. Who got the ball? Yeah. Laid the game tape on that. All right. Against Chicago, no sacks. Against Green Bay, no sacks. Against Indiana, your last 2 games. Against Indiana, against Houston, no sacks. Now here's the thing, because I am not a hater. You got 12 sacks on the season. Double digits. That is phenomenal. I'm not taking away nothing that you did. Just like you doing, well, unlike what you're doing with our quarterback. I'm not taking away nothing. But you're not going to sit here and just act like Jalen Hurts isn't the MVP. How? So who is to you? And then you compare him to the 49ers quarterback, Purdy? How? He only played like 1 game. This man played all 13 games and won 12. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you're just trying to get... I don't know what you're trying to get. I don't know if you're trying to get in the spotlight. You can do that with your play. You're going to get paid something crazy. People comparing you to Lawrence Taylor and all that. And I shout out to you for that. But don't be coming up here talking about our quarterback like he is not the MVP. Because if he isn't, who is? Huh? Damn sure ain't your quarterback. That's all I really got for the day, man. I just look at it as haters going to hate when they hate, and when they hate, they hate. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.